What is poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at a game review. We have series review, anime review, film review, all undergoing a new sort of update, a new sort of video style, a new video sort of evidence, analysis, explain, and then now we're adding gaming review into the mix, and we are going all the way back to 2020, just before the pandemic hit, Among Us. Bum 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 bum. This game took the world by storm in 2020. It was originally released in 2018. Among Us is a 2018 online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by American game studio Innersloth. The game was inspired by the party game Mafia and the science fiction horror film The Thing. So, this game did come out in 2018, but it did not pick up traction until 2020. The game of the year, what made lockdown bearable. Playing Among Us with your friends, absolutely ruining friendships with this game. This little red guy appeared in more memes and more media than the Minions did. But also a game popular around this time was Fall Guys, another bean-based game. So in 2020, we had a bean fetish. Like, everyone loved beans at that point. Everyone wanted beans in their games. Everyone's favorite game for those sort of lockdown years was party, easy, basic graphical games of like bean-based characters. We will do Fall Guys in a later video, but today we're taking a look at Among Us. The gameplay is very simple. You go around and do tasks and try and work out who the imposter is. They have added a lot of new features since I have last played, giving new roles of like doctor, nurse, like engineer, where it makes it harder to deduct, because obviously when it picked up a lot of traction, everyone was playing it, everyone started to learn the maps, everyone started to learn where things were, so it was pretty easy to pick up when someone messed up. So to make it a little easier on the imposters and make them more likely to win, given that everyone was too good at the game now, they have added in new maps, new challenges, new tasks, even like to the little things of like new roles and removing some of the features where you could see what tasks people were doing, just to make it a little bit harder. And it did come to a big success. It did come to mobile, it came to Xbox, it came to like PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC. Everyone was able to play it together, and it was just a wonderful time. YouTubers were playing it, you were playing it, I was playing it, I made videos on it, and my characters consisted of two options. The brown colour with the toilet paper on my head called Shithead, that was one of my favourites, or Goofy Tig because that's all it would allow, because it wouldn't allow longer than like my normal name, Goofy Tig 03, so it was Goofy Tig but that was purple, and it did have like the purple mascot as well. I did end up changing right towards the end to Goofy Tie, and I did use orange with something on my head. I think I chose like I don't remember what I chose. Go back and check it out. But it even got its own VR version. It got collaborations in different games. You could have an Among Us backpack in Fortnite. You can be an Among Us character in Fall Guys. It took the world by storm, and VR version was even better. Because you were running around doing tasks. Even got its own game mode in Fortnite as well. It was just a good time, and everyone was loving the Among Us. Everyone was loving the sort of detective version. I remember winning, and one of my key core memories was we was all sat around in a circle playing it. Someone said, "Oh, hi, Tyler." I killed them. He just looked at me and went, "Oh." I burst into laughter, but everyone was too focused on the game to know, and I still ended up winning. It was such a good game. That was such a good round. It was perfect. But the gameplay, again, pretty basic, not too complicated. Oh, well, it didn't used to be complicated. It's quite complicated now if you just to jump back after taking a break from it like I have. So we have had pretty active sort of creators of this game, pretty active with the updates and the new stuff being rolled out here and there. We even have collaborations in the game where you can be like Halo characters now, Arcane characters as well, and pretty much anything you want to be is in this game, like it is in Fortnite and Fall Guys. Like, there's loads of characters you can be. It even got its merch line. Like, this game was so quick to popularity. Everyone was jumping on the bandwagon. TV shows, films, movies, companies were making memes about it to get with the kids, get hip, get down, and still keep them relevant. And I can understand why. With taking business class, if something's trending, you hop on that as fast as you can. Even if it's cringe, even if it's cringe, you hop on it because it will get the attention of people. It will get people's attention and they'll be more interested in your product, even if it's cringe. But anyway, back to the core game itself. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. It is a basic, repetitive game and can get boring pretty quickly. But that's where the consistency of the updates came in, to keep people active, to keep it fresh, to keep changes coming, and make it feel new and like it wasn't predictable anymore. There is 260 different character combinations you can have in this game, and it is crazy. The character customization keeps getting wilder. They even added a battle pass as well. They added in like microtransactions where you could buy stuff, buy pets, buy costumes. And that's where it started to lose me. When you started having to buy like in-game stuff, it didn't have an advantage to you. You just made your bean look cool. That's when it lost me. I just enjoyed it when it was a free-to-play, happy game. But obviously, for it to be popular and for it to make money, it needed to branch out to brands and to be purchased and to have like merchandise around it. And kids ate that up. Like, everyone ate up the Among Us merch, even if it was just for memes and jokes. They bought it. The graphics, pretty simple. Just like the gameplay, it's a very simple game. It can run pretty quickly on a phone. Graphics are basic. Again, with a bean-based characters, it's not a hard character design to master. The animations are pretty cool as well, in like the little cutscenes where you get killed. They're very cool. I like those. They're very creative, and it shows like different ways you kill people. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. But it's a very simple game. It's a very good game. It was very hyped up. And there was good music to it. Everyone loved the Among Us Trap remix. Everyone loved the Among Us sounds. And it was very memed. It was a very memeable game. And I think that's why it did so well. In a time when everyone was indoors, this was a good solution to that, to get people connected, to get people playing together, to get people talking, active, and getting their mind working, playing this game, being detective, keeping their mind active. It was a perfect game at the perfect time, and I am going to give it a solid 6. It's not a perfect game. I will give it that. I got bored. It was repetitive. It was very simple as well. Not much happened in a game. Sometimes you had slow games, sometimes you had fast games, and it did end some friendships. So for that reason, it does have to go to 6, but it was still a good game for the time. If I was making this video at the time of Among Us being out, it'd be a straight 10 out of 10. But after waiting a while, taking a look back at it and how good it was, and looking at the flaws as well, it does deserve that 6 out of 10. Because there is better games. But for the nostalgia reasons as well, like back in those lockdown times, I know it isn't that long ago, like 3 years isn't that long, but it feels like it's such a long time ago, and it was so good at just playing it and sitting and playing it. It was masterpiece. Everyone was talking about the hidden lore, like what was happening in the game. Matt Pat did a really good video on it, Game Theory, go check that out. I won't get too deep into the lore here, but pretty much just an alien wants to go home. That is literally it. An alien has been kidnapped and it wants to go home. And it's a pretty simple story for a simple game with a simple art style and a simple gameplay features. Even the music isn't that complex of a music. It is like 3 keys like into one. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum. It is very simple. It is just a simple game, and that's why it's so good. You don't need an overly complex, heavily graphic, realistic, deep lore gameplay game to have a good game. This is a good game. Not perfect, not terrible, but good. Sitting slap bang in the middle at a good 6. But that's it for me. There is literally not much else I can say. It's a very simple game. Everyone has talked about it to death, and I'm glad I waited a while before I talked about it. I know it probably won't do as well statistically, this video, because of how outdated Among Us is right now, but I'm glad I took a step back before I made this video, because it gives me a better perspective on the game. So, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all in the next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. If you do like these types of videos, please do leave in the comments below what I can do better, if I can do better, and what other games, films, series, animes you'd like me to watch, so that I can get watching it, playing it, and then doing a review for you guys. Because I do enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I know a lot of you are loving them. I've read your comments, and don't worry, I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going, make the videos as often as I can, and as good as I can, because I really wasn't happy with my old film reviews and show reviews and anime reviews, because they were too quick, they were too basic, and with some of these newer reviews, I do find myself repeating myself quite a bit, and that is upsetting me slightly. So I am still working on doing better and improving these sort of content review videos. I do want to start up my YouTuber review again after finding some newfound favorite YouTubers with some of my old ones. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.